Penn State game. We've had a student section like that. It's a long time ago. And then just the fans battling the weather. We've had some tough luck with weather on home games this year, and I know how hard it is with traffic and weather to get here, so I appreciate everybody coming out. Yesterday we had Special Olympics, or Sunday we had Special Olympics. We usually play well after Special Olympics. I probably should do it every week. But I think the smiling really helped us, and being around Special Olympic players, and really helped us moving forward. That said, we were terrific defensively. We really guarded them. They had trouble shooting the ball, but I think we had a lot to do with it. We were running guys off lines. We knew where the shooters were. Our transition defense was a little bit better. And after we quit turning the ball over, we had 6 turnovers like the first 10 minutes. Then we had 2 right at the very end, so we were really good up until that stretch there, about 25 minutes or so with the ball. So we're getting there. We're really proud of the defense.
Questions, please. Don?
Mark, it looked like it was pretty obvious you wanted to get the ball, Bruno, and they didn't really have any answers for him. How much not only did that help you guys, but help open things up for Jalen as well?
Yeah, we wanted to get the ball to Bruno and Jalen on the block. I think we posted Jalen a little more than we have recently. So it was good. We've been able to play through Bruno a lot, and especially with Anthony, sitting out most of the second half. It really helped us, but just what we do. It's who we are. I thought we moved the ball a little bit better in the second half. Then they get in front of me. I can talk to them more. We were a little bit stagnant in the first half. But Bruno was terrific again. I mean, his rebounding just every night, and then his efficiency on offense was great. I told him I didn't like the 3, only because he was exhausted and he wasn't playing defense at the other end. But he worked so hard, I guess I can live with it.
Emily in the middle.
You mentioned it, but with Anthony not playing much, is it reassuring to you that they were still able to extend the lead further without him?
Yeah, I think, Anthony's a really good defender for us. So to continue to guard the way we guard in the second half without Anthony was terrific. And, he was a great teammate in the second half. But I go through all the guys like, Ricky Lindo, Eric Ayala, Aaron Wiggins, Sticks. Might have been their best defensive game. Daryl Marcel was terrific on defense. Vic Wallace, a tough matchup. So a lot of guys really played well defensively, and that's really what carried us through. Then we were much more efficient in the second half. We got out and ran a little bit more, and we got the ball, around the rim, which was good.
Lamar in the middle.
And Coach, you mentioned it earlier, you had to run the offense through Bruno without Anthony. How encouraging was it? What did you see from Bruno that you liked?
Well, when he was fresh, he was terrific. And we subbed Bruno more tonight. We took him out of the game more. Short stints, 1 minute out, minute and a half, TV timeout, whatever it was. And I thought he stayed fresh. Now that last one, I had to call timeout for him because there wasn't a stoppage in play. But when he was fresh, he was terrific. His post up, they weren't going to double him because we've been good against the double. And he just made good plays. And I don't think he settled. He took one turn and face jump shot. Wasn't particularly in love with, but he can make that. We've been working on it. But he got to the rim and he put pressure on him. And I thought we put foul pressure on him all night, whether it was through the post or through the penetration.
Patrick, to your right.
Mark, given that it is such a new group and what have you, how much do you learn from this game, just because it's the first time you'd had a team coming off a 2-game skid with this particular group, but especially that kind of game that you had Saturday?
Yeah, we're going to have games like that, guys. Hopefully not a lot of them. That was a heck of a January. 7-2, we had some good road wins. Won a couple games we probably didn't think we were going to win. Lost one game everybody thought we were going to win. It was a really good January. I couldn't eat. Was upset. Came to practice yesterday. You guys were terrific. I put 4 pounds on at dinner last night because the guys were terrific. I mean, I just knew that they were ready to come back and play well, and so that's a really good sign for me. And just got to remind them that they're a really good basketball team.
Andy back right.
Coach, how encouraging to see Jalen Smith back tonight, kind of at his best after a couple of
Yeah. And he didn't start great, did he? Yeah, he pulled the goggles off one time, stumbling around out there. And we need him. You know, we need him. He's really been working. So, got a McDonald's All-American, right? Playing different positions, all this kind of stuff. It's kind of been pushed around. Well, since the Michigan State game, he's got like 3 or 4 extra weight room lifts in. We've been beating on him with pads and things in practice. So, it's coming. It takes time. But it's coming, and he looked really confident out there, especially in that second half.
Don in the middle.
In terms of the way they responded in practice, for a young team, for a team of freshmen, were you not sure how they were going to respond, or do you know this team well enough that you thought they were going to respond the way they did?
The guys that needed to respond to lead responded. Our best players practiced hard. When they do that, everybody follows. So that's really what happened.
Last one, Wayne in the back.
Can you talk about how Eric Ayala ran the point as the lead guard for most of the second half?
Yeah, he was terrific. And, I said it on the radio, I'll say it here, after the game Saturday, I went through each player and, about with this tone of voice. And Eric's really shot the ball well since he's been here, right? But we recruited Eric because he was a great passer. Okay, and I was like, don't forget who you are, Eric. We love the threes, keep shooting them. You made some big ones tonight, but you're also a great facilitator. And he looked like Eric again tonight after a couple games where he didn't look that way. So he was good. Anthony, I think played 4 minutes, and Eric was really good. And we talked about penetrating the pitch against their man, and we did that in the second half. We got 4 threes that way. So guys are listening, but it's good to see Eric back because he's really important to us.
Okay, thanks, Coach.